Welcome everybody indeed. Thank you, Dave Klex. Welcome everybody to the next episode of The Secret Variant. I am the ULTRAMAXIMUS, and it is a title that is earned. Subscribe to the video because, of course, we are here going gangbusters at 10:45 p.m. on a Sunday night. I tried to go live earlier, but everybody, real life sometimes happens. So leave me a comment below. Help me click that notification bell for notifications for when we do go live. And, of course, like and share the video. Help us break all the algorithms all at one time. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe to the content that we've been putting out here because 1,100 plus of you can't disagree that ULTRAMAXIMUS be putting it down. And this is why ULTRAMAXIMUS be putting books in a box to give away called the Ultra Box Giveaway soon. Gotta keep you on edge. Don't forget to check out the last episode of the Raw Report I just did. It was amazing. I picked up a ton of books over the last 2 months, and these pickups and mail drops are honestly so hot that I don't know if they're going to be able to stay public view, if you know what I mean. And then, of course, don't forget to check out some of the other videos. And if you guys love the content that I do and you want to see me do more content like this all the time, well, share the video. Make one of them go viral, and I'll be set for a year. I'm a man of modest means. A mediocre income could carry me for a year and allow me to create a whole bunch of content. That's why you're going to take these two videos, the second print list and the Marvel Hip Hop Variant Platinum List video, and you're going to share them with your friends. And then, of course, you're going to go over and see my friends over in the feature channel section. And you are going to share their videos, and you're going to subscribe to their content. And, of course, follow as well as appreciated, whether it be on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. You can find all those links on the channel homepage. And, of course, Facebook, I am the ULTRAMAXIMUS because I take no L's. And, of course, you can follow me on Whatnot, ULTRAMAXIMUS on Whatnot. And if you don't know about Whatnot, well, we'll talk more about that in just a second. But ULTRAMAXIMUS access me on Twitter. If you give me a follow there, and, of course, even though 3 X's, it is safe content. The Spec Matrix, of course, is one of your favorites. You guys like to see it done on Drunken Chat, if not on my channel. So make sure you go check out Drunken Chat. Soundtrack provided by White Bat Audio, and of course, they are royalty-free, copyright-free music that you can use. But you know what? Just don't go banning my listeners when they say, "Hey, Ultra uses that music." It'll look bad on you. And then, of course, don't forget our friend Mr. Hurt S. Eric and his amazing graphics work. I mean, look at this. Do you see this? What if this was on a T-shirt? Would you buy it? Would you support the channel? Would you support the ULTRAMAXIMUS with an ULTRAMAXIMUS T-shirt? ComicBarricade.com, of course, has Comic Barricade and Comic Barricade XL. This is used to keep your comic books upright in your boxes. And, of course, you get yourself 10% off by using the code ULTRA, which is good stuff. Honestly, I have like, I think 10. I need more. I think I need like 40 more. It's ridiculous. WannaComics.com needs to be a bookmark for lots of reasons, not only for their exclusives, but also for their store, whatever they load in the store. And of course, you can follow WannaComics on IG. You can also follow them on Whatnot. And Drew is always doing sick, absolutely sick sales. Download the Whatnot app via the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Super Chat isn't active, but don't worry, my friends. Oh, I am so excited. This too coming soon. And basically, once I get everything in order and lined up and we can give away the Ultra Box, I'm going to be a very happy man. And I hope you will be happier with me and the content I bring. And just don't unsubscribe from me just because you didn't win the Ultra Box. Because I'm going to even try to come up with a fun way to give away the Ultra Box. Do you guys like March Madness? How about Ultra Madness? Where we're going to draw a selection of names, and then we're going to have an episode where we have, head-to-head. And then we'll go down to eventually a Final Four, and then the finals. I got to keep it exciting. Got to keep you guys watching. And you know what? I'm thinking that what I'm going to try to do is for each one of those, I'm going to give away books. So even if you don't win the Ultra Box, you're not going away empty-handed if you do make it to the finalists. So make sure you get your friends to subscribe to this. Let's make this one the best comic book giveaway ever to happen besides the drunken box, because that was pardon me. That was my inspiration for what we got going on here. And of course, yes. Oh boy. You guys ever notice as you get older? Oh man, my hair is about as thin as my patience nowadays, that's for sure. So it's there, but barely. But Dre, good to see you, Barnhouse, man. How you doing? But let's get into this, everybody. I am the ULTRAMAXIMUS, and I'm welcoming you to another fun episode of the Secret Variant, where we do silly things like talk about books that come out in the coming weeks. And apparently Marvel has shifted their FOC to 5 weeks from FOC. Pretty crazy, huh? That was according to my LCS. So we're going to be dealing with, it's called the old spoiler. But you know what? Some of you guys come here to make sure you don't catch that horrible, horrible things called FOMO. FOMO is by far one of the first things to have if you're new and inexperienced. So this is what the show is all about. I'm trying to give you guys as much free information as I possibly can to help you escape the FOMO. Make good choices. But also, if you're one of those LCSs that is watching me, or you're an online retailer looking to make sure that you get your orders in for proper books, thank you also for watching this content. Because when both the consumer and the retailer share the information, both go away happy. The retailer moves the books, the consumer gets what they want. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go through all of the publishers, starting up with the Ablaze, and show you the books that are coming out. Of course, some of these books are going to be on Lunar distribution, so some of them are due today, and then others will be due next week. And of course, you guys know I'm like a week ahead on them, with the exception of the books that they like to throw in there before I could go live. It happens. But here we go. Prometheus 1313 number 2 with a cover A by Jock. The Martin Brown cover B. And then here's the it says it's an ET homage, but I don't see it. 10 copy Jock version, and then the 20 copy version. There is the ET homage, not the other one with the blank sketch. So I'm assuming this is the one with the trade dress on there. And yes, Mr. Hess, it's a short box with slabs, so technically a long box. And then I've got other books that I've been putting aside, and depending on how they've done spec-wise, if I'm going to put them in there or if I'm... Because man, you know how it is. Action Lab Entertainment entering the danger zone, of course, giving us the Heinlein, number 3 of 6. Man, them kids need to get the hell off that track. Is that a crossed episode? Action Lab giving us Helm, number 7. And that's it for them. Now, Ahoy has comics due 7/24/2022, but of course I showed you this last week. This is Guilt number 5. So we're good there. We're good there. You knew about that. His orders closed a couple hours on those. A couple hours ago. Big deal. Aftershock, Shattering Your Expectations, of course, is the brother of all men. Jimmy's Little Bastards #1, cover A. Here is your 15 copy incentive. And judging by the size of this preview art, I'm going to go on a whim here. I think this is going to be one of those oversized books. Where Starships Go to Die #3. Pretty neat. Interesting title. American Mythology Productions, of course, giving us the Laurel and Hardy New Adventures 3-pack. The Zorro Flights #1 with Zorro Sur 2 promo card. I don't know what that code is for, but they also got the Zorro New World 1-4 photo cover collector pack. It's a collector pack. It says it right on it. That makes it worth more, right? Antarctic Press, giving us Exciting Comics #25 with a cover A, Fred Perry. Exciting Comics #25, cover B, Brian Deenham. Gold Digger #292. Horror Comics #14. And then here's Horror Comics #15. Jungle Comics #8. Manga Z #2. Planet Comics #9, cover A. Planet 9, cover B. Samurai 2.0 #2 of a Forza miniseries. And here we are on to Archie. Dropping the Jinx's Grim Fairy Tales. This is your cover A. This is your cover B. Francavilla making it look like a regular day, right? And then, of course, World of Archie Jumbo Comics Digest #122. And I looked it up. I didn't know very much about Jinx, but apparently she's been around since like Pep Comics #62. You know, when they drew Archie as more like a goofy looking kid. Artist, writers, and artisans. New Think #3. And this is, of course, the cover A by Raza. Just amazing. And then here is the cover B by Grant. I don't know what's going on here, but hearts and likes and thumbs up. But it's basically Black Mirror in a comic book, so I think everybody should read it at least once. Behemoth, Red Man #3, and no, that is not Reggie Noble. This is the Ultraman tie-in, basically. So it's like kaijus and big people. There's your cover C. Wild, right? Next up, we got Black Caravan, which I showed you last week, but we'll go through it again. Playthings #3. No variants shown. Black Mask Studios, giving us Destiny New York #12. Then Godkiller, For Those I Love, I Will Sacrifice #1. Cover B, cover C, none of them shown. I didn't see any variants for that one as well, which means you know what. There's the possibility of a variant or an incentive variant, probably accompanying that being a Black Mask #1. Floating World Comics dropped this one in late. The Santos Sisters #2. And it's like supposed to be kind of like Archie-ish, it looks like, but they got superpowers. And it says that it's an American nature humor book. So, okay. Yeah. Yep. Then Floating World says, you know what, we're going to be back again. Sea of Time #1 of 4. That's due next Sunday. Mad Cave, dropping Potions Incorporated number 3 of 5. Merc Publishing with some late changes to their FOC for 7/24/2022. But I got them all right here organized for you. Death Rage, number 2, cover A. Cover B. Cover C, which is a 25 copy incentive. And then the 50 copy incentive, which gets a little bit more risque, right? And then here is the 10 copy incentive, which is weird that it's cover E, but it's the 10 copy. And then here is your 100 copy risque foil variant. And then they also did this cover G, which looks just like the other one. So I'm a little confused. Just a little bit. Ms. Meow, second printing. Hey, there's Comics Talks Weekly in the house. How are you doing, good sir? I know I'm on a late schedule, so that's why I'm seeing different names. But I know that you usually operate on this time schedule, so it is very good. Nice to see you, sir. Oni Press. Of course, I showed you guys these last week. But this is the only action journalism number 1 of 5. There is the cover B. Here is the cover C. This is the 25th anniversary foil edition. And 25 copy incentive. Jonna and the Impossible Monsters number 11 with a cover A. And then here is the 11 cover B. That is going to wrap it up for Oni. Except for the stuff for Oni due on the final day of July. Blink number 2. That's your cover A. And there's your cover B. Wrapping it up for the Oni. Over to the Opus, which I'm going to go on a whim here and say the actual cover doesn't have the black box. You know, Nate, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe they should have invested in more Rick and Morty. Maybe that's the reason why they're selling so many Rick and Morty books, is because they're, you know, they need the property money. But here we go with Cradle of Filth number 2 with the cover A. And then here is the 5 copy incentive video game homage. I have a feeling this one's going to do pretty well. A lot of people like Castlevania and Nintendo. And then here is the 10 copy incentive. So what's wild about this, of course, is it is a action figure variant. Sometimes people collect those. Evanescence, Echoes from the Void, number 1. Cover A, 5 copy incentive, and then of course here's your 10 copy incentive variant for that. Frank Frazzetta's Death Dealer number 4 with a cover A by Torini. Here is the cover B by Frank Frazetta. And then here is the 5 copy Sega Genesis. Isn't it the Sega Genesis variant? Like, I forget what game it would be from the Sega Genesis, though. The Gauntlet? Something else, maybe. I can't remember. But anyway, that's the 5 copy. And that is your 10 copy Finch, where Finch absolutely just mercs it right there. Scout Comics giving us the order for 7/24/2022. Of course, I showed this to you last week. Agent of the World number 2, cover A. There was a cover B. They didn't show it. By the Horns, Dark Earth number 4. Forever Forward number 1. Forever Forward has this cover B. This cover C. There's this Ivan Tao unlockable 10 copy. And then this Alan Qua 25 copy incentive. Louis, good to see you. Final order is actually due for 7/31, unlike the lying slide right there. King Jara Legendary Edition variant. So it's that basically that big oversized white pages blue line variant, as they would call it back in the day. Mega Centurions number 2 of 5, and I guess this guy's got to hold down a day job. That looks like The dude from Invincible at the office in his costume. And then Mr. Easta #1, cover A, Kit Wallace. Here's the cover B. And then the 50 copy Mr. Easta glow-in-the-dark variant. Those would have been better around Easter, I'm just saying. And then, of course, Scoot giving us final orders due for 7/31/2022 with this Sabretooth Dan versus the Moon. Flying on a sword. Like, how do you do that? Do you throw the sword and then jump on it? Titan Comics giving us the Cowboy Bebop #1 through 4. This is the Virgin pack. And then here's Sherlock's Scandal in Belgravia, Part 2, #1. Connecting variant, eh? And then here is the cover B. Connecting. Oh, yes, it's all connected. And then here is the Belgravia Part 2, #1, cover C. And then cover D. Next up, we're up to Vault. So this is the stuff I showed you last week. Blue Flame #9, cover A. And then there's the cover B they hadn't shown yet by Yoshitani. End After End #1, cover A. And then End After End #1, cover B. End After End #1 has the 5 copy incentive, has a 10 copy, a 25 copy, a 50 copy, and a 75 copy that looks probably the best out of all of them, in my opinion. And, you know, the 50, the 75, and the 100 probably aren't so bad as a set. West of Sundown, #5, cover A. There's the cover B finally shown. And there's also the Sealy cover C. So typically when Vault shows all 3 of them, it means it's actually going to FOC. Oh, I know I'm critical. Vault 731, however, is going to give us Barbaric Axe to Grind #2. Fox and the Hare, cover A. Giga #5, and we've seen these before. Heart Eyes #2. There's the cover B to go along with it. Lunar Room #7, cover A. Mindset #3, cover A. And then Revealer #1, cover A by Tim Seeley. Now, because of what do we know about Vault, they like to do all the way up through 1 in 10 or 1 in 5, all the way up through 1 in 100. And they do that on their #1s. So what we have here is probably an initial FOC, because they didn't show any of the other variants. Just planting that seed there. Vault Shadow Services #15, of course. Also not showing the cover B. Zenoscope. Now we're getting Man Goat and Bunny Man, Green Eggs and Blam #2 with a cover A. And then here is the cover B. This is the Man Goat and Bunny Man, Green Eggs and Blam #2, cover C by Reyes. Probably going to be one of the more popular ones. And then, of course, a 10 copy incentive. Not so shabby. Not so shabby, right? Making you guys buy Zenoscope books just by showing you this stuff. Angel #8, cover A. Angel #8, cover A. Just kidding, it looks like cover A, but it's cover B, 10 copy. And then this is the 25 copy incentive. Dune, The Waters of Conley, #4 of 4. The Yoon 25 copy incentive. FOC reveal variant. Flavor Girls, #2 of 3. Grimm, #3, second printing. Grimm #4, cover A. Grimm #4, cover B foil, Flaviano. Cover C by Frisian. Cover D was your 10 copy incentive, Simone DeMeo. And then this is your 25 copy incentive by Frisian. And then the cover F is your FOC reveal variant. Power Rangers Unlimited Death Ranger number 1. There's the foil variant to go along with it. And then, of course, here is your 10 copy Virgin. And then here is your 25 copy Virgin. Unlockable. And I didn't see anything else after the unlockable, which was very, very, very strange. Usually there's a ton of other exclusives, right? Like the FOC variant unlockable is usually like an FOC variant and then an FOC unlockable to go along with it. But that's not what they're doing up there anymore, apparently. They're trying something new. Dark Horse, which may have something for you with Overwatch. New Blood number 2 has a B cover to go along with it. I've never actually played Overwatch. Parasomnia Dreaming God number 1 of 4. That's a pretty interesting name, isn't it? There's the cover B to go along with it. Harrow County Tales from Harrow County Lost Ones number 4. There's the cover B. Dynamite. Army of Darkness versus the Reanimator. Necronomicon Rising number 2, cover A. There's your B. Cover C. Cover D. Black and white version of that one becomes the 10 copy. And then here's your 15 copy black and white. 20 copy Virgin. 25 copy Virgin. Limited Virgin. Another limited Virgin. Cover K is your FOC. And then there's your 7 copy incentive. There is your cover M 10 copy incentive Virgin. And then there's the 10 copy incentive black and white. Boys number 1 gold foil. Immortal Red Sonja number 5 cover A by Nakayama. Red Kryptonite. Red Kryptonite. Immortal Red Sonja number 5 cover B. And there's the Linsner. Lee. Okay. There's your cosplay. This is the 10 copy black and white Lee. This is the 15 copy Ash versus Leatherface. That would be kind of wild. What up, Lord of Brooklyn? Immortal Sonja number 5, the 20 copy Virgin cosplay, and then the 25 copy Lee Virgin, the 30 copy Yoon Virgin, and then the Linsner Limited, Nakayama Limited, Lee FOC bonus Ultraviolet. Cover N is your FOC bonus Nakayama black and white. Cover O, 7 copy FOC incentive Yoon black and white. Cover Peace, 10 copy incentive FOC Linsner. Cover Q, 10 copy incentive Nakayama black and white. Cover R, 10 copy FOC incentive. And then we're on to Lady Hell number 1. Cover is going to be by Perillo. And then we've got Main, not to be confused with Man. Comics Main. Lady Hell number 1 cover C. There's your cover D. Cover E is your cosplay. Blank. 10 copy black and white. 20 copy Perillo tinted. 25 copy incentive cosplay Virgin. 30 copy incentive main Virgin. And then the 40 copy Vigante black and white Virgin. 50 copy male Virgin. Metal. Atlas signed edition. And then of course the Perillo limited Virgin. The Vigante limited Virgin. And then the bonus chin. Oh, don't worry. We're going to crush the alphabet on this one, everybody. Cover R is your FOC bonus Perillo Ultraviolet. Cover S is your FOC bonus Red Blank Authentics. Cover T is your FOC bonus Orange Blank Authentics. Cover U is your 7-copy FOC incentive chin, black and white. Cover R is your 10-copy FOC incentive chin, virgin. Cover W is your 10-copy FOC incentive male, black and white. Cover X is going to be your 10-copy incentive Perillo UV, virgin. Cover Y is your 10-copy FOC incentive Perillo red. Cover Z is the red virgin. Mad Balls versus Garbage Pail Kids, number 2, cover A. Cover B. Cover C, it's your trading card variant. Cover D is your 10 copy. Cover E is 15 copy. 20 copy, black and white, partial color trade dress, it looks like. And then cover G is your 30 copy incentive trading card. Cover H is your limited virgin. Cover H is also the last one, apparently, because the next book they had was Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, metal cover. Everybody knows that. Like the metal, right? Oh. Don't you hate hitting the wrong button? I do. Get back at this. Give me a second here. That was messed up. Wrong buttons getting pushed. Accidentally closing. It's alright. Dynamite. I went back in the cut here. Okay. There we go. Back in the game, everybody. Apologies. I hate it when technical errors like that happen. But yeah, after that last little foot metal variant, well, we got IDW books. Ravenloft, which is interesting because now everybody's looking for Dungeons and Dragons books. I wonder why the Michelle Rodriguez and Christopher Pine that could be. Here's your Orphan of Agony Isle number 3. There's the cover B. Coming soon. And thank you, IDW, for making me not have to use my own logo. G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero, number 297, cover A. Here is the cover B by Sullivan. And then the man, the myth, the legend himself, previous Spec Matrix appearance 3 years ago almost, John Royale. 2 years ago at least. He was an older, way older Spec Matrix. He has some really cool early covers in G.I. Joe that doesn't get any love. And for people who don't know, that he actually did at one time do interiors for Campbell. So this is the reason why he did the interiors for Danger Girl, and a lot of people don't know that, but they're like hyping up his covers. It's funny. Long-winded people with short sight. Star Trek Picard Stargazer number 1, cover A by Hernandez. There's the cover B by Blevins. You know, Lord of Brooklyn, me too. Me too. Aztec Warrior 25, is it worth picking up? I don't know. Maybe you should read it online, see if you like it. Or maybe flip through the later printings on the shelf, see if you like it. If you're trying to speculate on it, I advise against that book. And just, I have my reasons. You should watch more episodes of the Secret Variant to find out why. Star Trek Picard, again with the Stargazer, cover B, but the cover C is your 10 copy incentive. And I was like, man, are they going to go real big? Are they going to give a 25 copy? The Best of Baxter Stockman with the Biggie cover. So this is a collection of Baxter Stockman stories over the years. Transformers Shattered Glass 2 #1 cover A. Oh my God, what? They're actually going to try to get another 5 issues out before the end of the license. So Shattered Glass is the universe in which things are opposite. The Autobots are evil. The Decepticons are good. And you guys know this because, of course, your man Ultra right here. Right there is the Shattered Glass Megatron figure. And right next to him is one of the 3 copies of the first canon appearance of Shattered Glass Megatron that I have, just because I might be somewhat of a Transformers fan, as Optimus Prime, Power Master, sits right there above my head. I might know a little bit, but don't listen to me. I don't know anything. Oh boy. All right, so Shattered Glass 2 is also going to give us this cover B. Kind of cool, right? Because it's that's ULTRAMAXIMUS right there. But he's more like Bludgeon, which is really weird, right? So there's Transformers Shattered Glass 2 10-copy incentive by Marcelo Mater. Oh, this is Transformers love right here, because Marcelo is definitely one of those artists that does Transformers really well. So I'm very happy to see that. Moving on to Image, we've got 20th Century Men #1 of 6 with a cover A. There's your cover B. And I looked for incentives. They didn't offer any at this time, which is weird. Plus the numbering for the incentive was so far off that I couldn't see it. Inquire at your retailer. Above Snakes #2. Here's the cover B. Blood-Stained Teeth #5 with a cover A by Christian Ward. And then here is the Forbes cover B. Crossover #1 3D special. Do a Power Bomb #7 cover A. And then here is the cover B. Firepower by Kirkman and Samney with a cover A by Samney and Wilson. Cover B is by Finch. Cover C is by Jay Lee. Cover D is by Jiang Ji. And then we're on Gunslinger Spawn #11 with a cover A by Puppeteer Lee. And then here's the cover B by Brett Booth. Alright, what's going on there? That's wild. But not as wild as the last Shadowhawk. #1 cover A 30th anniversary one-shot book. Talking about a dystopian future. Manny the Comic Collector. Good to see you in here, man. Last Shadowhawk #1 cover B 30th anniversary one-shot. Of course, this was shown before, and it ended up not going anywhere. So here is the Valentino Philip Tan after Liefeld. And then, of course, the Bill Sienkiewicz. So this is an older Shadowhawk image that was absolute fire back in the day. Nobody gave it any credit. The last Shadowhawk #1 cover D 30th anniversary one-shot. This is basically the first Shadowhawk book. Rob Liefeld knew how to do chrome really, really good, apparently, and his cross-hatching made all the difference in the world and on Valentino's pencils, and that's what they used. And then here is the cover E. So it looks like Jim Valentino. This one's wild. So this one apparently has a bunch of the covers. Gonna pick it up. And that was cover E. And then here's cover G. It's a blank. Cover H is another blank, but it's a black blank. And then cover I is a 10-copy incentive pencils by Philip Tan. 20 copies a version of the cover A. 30-copy black and white. 50 copy. And then the 75 copy incentive 30th anniversary one-shot edition. The final variant cover they shown. Nita Hawes Nightmare Blog number 7, cover A. And number 7, cover B. And just going back to Shadowhawk real quick, there needs to be more heroes that are out there breaking villains' backs. You know, like, it was one of those things, like, Shadowhawk was always like, this guy's just going to get back out on the streets, man. Cops ain't doing their jobs, man. DAs aren't doing their jobs and prosecuting these people, man. And what happens? Vigilantes who go around breaking vertebrae. Some powerful stuff, man. Powerful stuff. Ordinary Gods number 8. And then Seven Sons number 3 with a cover A by Jay Lee. They did not show the 25 copy incentive, but I have a feeling it's just going to be a colorized version of the A. Shirtless Bear Fighter 2 number 1 of 7 with a cover A. There's your cover B wraparound variant. There's a cover C blank sketch variant that didn't show. And they didn't show any other incentives to go along with that, which is weird because there's probably going to be some. Silver Coin number 13, cover A. Silver Coin number 13, cover B. Undiscovered Country number 20, cover A. Kamankoli, cover B. And that's wild. Apollo 11. The Apollo rocket, oh no. This has to be Huntsville. Because that's the only place I know with rockets standing up outside. Walking Dead Deluxe number 45 with a cover A by Finch. And then there's the cover B by Adlard and McCaig. And then here is the cover C by Riviera. It's going to wrap it up for Image. Now this is the DC stuff I showed you last week with a couple of changes, so be on the lookout for what those were. But Batman 125 getting a second print Zdarsky variant, and then here is the 25 copy incentive foil Jorge Jimenez. Batman Superman World's Finest number 6 cover A. There's the cover B. There's the cover C. There's the cover D and the E. Batman the Knight number 8 of 10. And then here is the cover B by Riccardo Federici. Late ad. Batman the White Knight presents the Red Hood number 2 of 2. Cover A. There was the cover B. And this is the 25 copy incentive. Simone DeMeo. Black Adam number 3, cover A. And this is much, much better. I think I do, actually. But this right here, this cover, this Mortal, like the art was wild, right? And then when you see the wording over top of it, it was pretty good. So I had to update the art for sure. Here's the cover B by Rafa Sandoval. And then the Raza, which I used for the logo tonight. And then, of course, Manuel Lupacino in the swimsuit cardstock variant. And the Rafa Sarmento cardstock variant cover. Jeff DeCall. So here's wild, right? This was the start. This is what Sozo Maiko's earlier work looked like. And this is actually the finished product. So this is what we're going to get for her final Catwoman cover. Catwoman number 46. Jeff DeCall with the swimsuit variant. Okay. And then, of course, here is the Tula Lotte cardstock variant. Yeah, Raza wins at a lot of those competitions. It's not even a fair fight. But the Tula Lotte, not too shabby either, right? Dark Crisis Young Justice number 3 of 6 with a cover A by Max Dunbar. And then here is the Jorge Corona cardstock variant cover. DC versus Vampires All Out War number 2. Cover A. The cover B is the Leslie Lee cardstock variant cover of Mary Marvel. I think that's fire as well. And then this is the 25 copy incentive. Swimsuit edition. And that was obviously the late ad being the last one. Duo number 4 with the cover A and your cover B. Now the Jessica Fong cardstock variant cover here. I don't know what's going on with the story very much, but now I'm interested. Fables number 154. And the B cover to go along with that. Flash 785 with Taran Clark giving you a wicked A cover. And of course, Dark Crisis. And then here is your B cover, Dark Crisis. John Boy Myers giving you the Harley Quinn number 20 cover A. Here's the cover B by Derek Chu. And there's the Ryan Sook homage cardstock variant covers. So it's the homage to Batgirl. Can't fault them for this one. But meet the new Harley. And then there's this. That's just a wild cover. Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes number 5. This is, of course, your cover A. And this is the cover B by Travis Moore. The cover A for Bruno Redondo and Nightwing number 95 with the Nightwing Zone. Here's the Jamal Campbell cardstock variant cover. The Nicola Scott swimsuit variant. The David Pulaski cardstock variant cover. Sandman number 1 with the facsimile edition. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Number 117. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Tales of the Human Target number 1. Cover A. Tales of the Human Target number 1. Cover B. And then they gave Jorge Jimenez a 25 copy incentive. Wrapping it up. That was a late ad as well. Last week, Scooby-Doo was the last book. But then they decided, you know what? We got to get Tales of the Human Target on there. So now we got final orders due for 7/31/2022. So this is stuff for next week. And here is your Perillo Action Comics 1046. Bermejo variant. And then the swimsuit variant by Lau that I think is going to do fairly well. And then Batman Fortress number 4 of the 8-issue miniseries. There's the Derek Robertson cardstock variant cover. DC Mech cover A, cover B, and then the 25 copy incentive. DC Saved by the Bell Reeve number 1 one-shot. There's a cover B for it. So this is wild. Deathstroke Incorporated number 12 cover A, and the cover B, and the cover C. 25 copy Ivan Tao Deathstroke. What? And then here is your Detective Comics 1063 cover A by Evan Cagle. Cover B by Jim Lee and Scott Williams and Alex Sinclair. Yoshitaka Amano. Jim Lee again. Interesting enough, we're getting a facsimile edition of Detective Comics number 27. And it's only looking like it's got a $6.99 cover price. Harley Quinn number 21, however. John Boy Myers cover. Great, right? Like, I love John Boy Myers. But Harley looks like she's got one of the Transformers hammers. Like, she looks like, way back in the day, I used to use this signature that looked like ULTRAMAXIMUS, or it said ULTRAMAXIMUS on it, but it was Ultra Magnus swinging a hammer that looked kind of like that. But nonetheless, Derek Chu said, don't worry, Holmes, I got the cardstock variant cover B's set for you. I'm going to channel that Daughterman and show Harley in all sorts of different outfits. Okay. This one, however, Ryan Sook's art was once used on a, I believe, Mexican variant of a Harley book. So it was the only way to get this before. It was on a Mexican book. Now it's going to be on the Harley Quinn 21 cover set. So I'm pretty sure this one has been on FOC before, but they've been pushing stuff back around. So there is your Megan Huang swimsuit cardstock variant. And then this is your actual art. I mean, this is a comic book cover? Like, you could have fooled me. Like, this belongs, like, framed on the wall for somebody who really loves Harley Quinn. And Birds of Prey. Or maybe Negan. Lucille! Harley Quinn, the anime series, the real sidekicks of New Gotham Special number 1, one-shot with a cover A. Alright. There's the cover B, Dan Hipp. And then this is the 25 copy incentive. Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes number 5. There's the cover B. Olympus Rebirth. Really? Why would you guys want to be bringing the gods back like that, huh? Tula Lotte. 25 copy incentive by Lee Weeks. Robin number 17, cover B, Simone DeMeo. And then here's the 25 copy Clayton Henry connecting cardstock variant cover. Sandman Universe Nightmare Country number 5. Cover A, Rico Murakami. And then more weirdness with the 25 copy incentive by Sam Wolf. Mike Perkins on the Swamp Thing 16. 16 cover B by Brian Bolin. And then the 25 copy incentive to go along with it. Task Force Z number 11, cover A. And everybody remember the Rookie? Ultra remembers the Rookie. The Rookie was one of Greg Capullo's designs for Jim Gordon to take up the bat suit. And this is exactly how he did it. So, Task Force Z number 11. Could see a revival of those books. Task Force Z number 11 with a 25 copy Nicola Shizmaizia. Oh man, I'm going to mess up your name. I'm so sorry. Cardstock variant cover, but your Red Hood is sick. Young Justice Targets number 2 of 6. And then here is the Megan Hetrick cardstock variant cover. Wrapping up the DC. So we're into the final publisher this evening. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Amazing Spider-Man number 5, second printing John Romita Jr. variant. And then Amazing Spider-Man number 8. Amazing Spider-Man number 8 with the Stormbreakers variant. And the Delato Predator Man. 25 copy incentive by Gleason, kind of revealing what's going on here. We've got a new suit-ish situation. It's like old colors, but renovated. Avengers Forever number 8. Avengers Forever number 8 with the Predator variant. Avengers X-Men Eternals Judgment Day number 3 of 6. Of course, Mark Brooks delivering with the Yay cover. Here's the Dan Jurgens open order variant. Peach Momoko open order variant. Wernick Women of Axe variant. And then the Axe Judgment Day number 3 Young variant. 50 copy incentive Horley variant. 100 copy incentive Brooks. Captain America Symbol of Truth number 4. Symbol of Truth number 4 with a Spider-Man Beyond Amazing Spider-Man cover. Carnage number 5. Carnage number 5 with Wolf variant. Damage Control number 1 of 5. And look at, you know, I want to believe that Damage Control is going to do something other than be portrayed poorly in Ms. Marvel. But here's the Robson variant. Now, This is shaping up to be something else. Defenders Beyond, number 2 of 5. The Bradshaw variant cover. And then here is the Ron Lim Predator variant, showing what happened to the last team. That's not how... we all were lied to about how Doctor Strange died. He's really a predator. Fantastic Four, number 46. The Stormbreaker variant, however, showing something is up. You know how you know something is up? When the ever-loving blue-eyed thing has red eyes. Super Long Predator variant. Fortnite X Marvel Zero War. Hans variant cover. The Noto variant. The Ron Lim variant. And then we got Guinness Vel, Captain Marvel, number 2 of 5. The Phil Noto variant. Did you guys hear that? You guys see where that ball went? Phil Noto hit it. It hasn't come down yet. That's fire. Open order. Sprouse Predator variant cover also. Well, I don't know why it's got Guardians of the Galaxy on it with Predator behind it, but okay. And I still have yet to be able to find anybody making that Star-Lord jacket. Even in a hoodie format. I mean, come on. Ghost Rider number 4, second printing, Smith variant. Marauders number 5. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 41. Rodriguez, Beyond Amazing Spider-Man variant cover for Miles 41. Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings number 2. The Betsy Cola variant cover. Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse number 5. Nakayama killed it. Land Right Here killed it. And then there was no incentives there, which is weird, right? Star Wars Darth Vader number 26. That is a fire cover because, of course, we all know how much Vader loves the sand. And then Darth Vader 26, Believe variant. But you guys know the secrets that I've been after are these little guys with their horribly disfigured lightsaber hilt to fit a Sith Lord has been horribly disfigured. His looks like it was made of plastic and left in the window that was on a sunny day, and it got hot and it just kind of like decided it didn't like that form anymore and just kind of like shriveled up in places. Dr. Aphra, of course, Star Wars Dr. Aphra Nurse number 23, of course. Something going on with there. The Art Chemist, good to see you, man. And then, of course, Star Wars product placement and variant placement be damned. Because here we have Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 23 getting a Choose Your Destiny variant of Darth Maul. That, in my opinion, shows that they're just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. But here's your Yagawa variant cover, which is wild looking, right? And then the final book on the list this evening is Wolverine patch number 5 of 5. Ending. Yet another fantastic episode of the Secret variant. We're about to be 60 minutes in. But you know what? That's why you guys love this one, because it's your FOC. One and done. Make sure you get your orders in. Contact your LCS. If you're using the Drunken Pull box, make sure you're reaching out to Lucas. And please stand by for just a couple further messages while I send you off with the pleasant sounds of my voice. The next episode on this channel requires you to subscribe because of the times that we go live. And of course, don't forget to check out the people over there at the Anti-Spec Club. It is a great time over there on Ninth Wonder's channel. And that may be where you'll check me next. If you'd like to see my face, follow me there. If you'd like to see my face and you just want to stay here, I understand. But make sure that you subscribe. But I will tell you thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. So, you'll be back. They always come back.